Welcome back to episode 7 of Fantasy Football Fridays. I'm Brody Heidemann, joined alongside Peyton Parker, and today we're going over our starts, our sits, and our predictions for Week 11 of the NFL. And to start off with, Steelers taking on the Browns. A big matchup. The AFC North is stacked so far. My start of the week is Jaylen Warren. He's taking over as a starting back over Najee Harris. I would start him. And my sit is Amari Cooper. They don't have a clear-cut quarterback yet. I believe it's going to be Dorian Thompson-Robinson, but he's not going to get any touches to Amari Cooper. That's why I'm going to sit Amari Cooper. My score prediction, I think the Steelers are going to somehow win this one. Again, it's going to be a low-scoring game, though. Browns' defense is pretty good. Give me the Steelers winning 13-7 over the Browns.
Yeah, Brody, I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to start Jaylen Warren. I think with the Cleveland Browns defense being so good, their secondary being very good, and the Steelers not having a very good pass game, I don't think that they'll perform very well at all. I'm going to sit Amari Cooper. Cleveland Browns don't have a quarterback, right? Well, they do have a quarterback. It's just a backup. But I think they'll struggle with a new backup in Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Give me the Steelers 13 to the Browns 10.
Wow, similar score to mine. Next up, though, Chicago Bears taking on the Lions. I'm going to make this one quick. Start Donta Foreman. He's going to be a big running back for the Bears. I'm going to sit David Montgomery. He had a big game last week alongside Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't think it works this week. I don't think he gets many touches. I think Jahmyr Gibbs runs away with it. I think the Lions are going to win big, though. Give me the Lions winning 35-18 over the Bears.
Yeah, I'm also going to make this one short. Start Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sit DJ Moore. Not going to play a good game. I think Justin Fields is back this week. That doesn't really matter. But I don't see them playing very well against the Lions. So I got the Lions winning 35 to the Bears 14.
Next up, Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. I got a surprising start for you. Start Quentin Johnston. He was a surprise player last week for him. I would start him for the Chargers, and I'm going to sit any Packers offensive player. I don't think they're going to do very good. You could start Reed at wide receiver, but he's just not very a viable option. I think the Chargers are going to win this one. Green Bay Packers are going to look for a quarterback this offseason, is my opinion and my prediction. Give me the Chargers winning 28-20 over the Packers.
Yeah, my sit, bit of a surprising one here, but I'm going to say Keenan Allen. He's questionable going into today. And start Justin Herbert. He's been consistent. He's been good. I got the Chargers winning 35 to the Green Bay Packers 10.
Next up, Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Raiders, they've been hot lately, and that's why I'm going to start Devontae Adams. You've had him on your bench. He's been mediocre so far this season. Start him. And I'm going to sit, this is a weird sit, I'm going to sit Raheem Mostert. I don't think he does very good against this Raiders front. Don't start him, even though, he's been pretty good so far this season. My prediction, I think the Raiders squeak out another win. I think this is a surprising win for the Raiders. I think it's going to be a close game. Give me the Raiders winning 30-27 over the Dolphins.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm going to start Josh Jacobs. He's in basically a new offense now with the interim head coach.
True.
I saw on ESPN that he's getting to actually choose plays that he wants to run. So start him and sit. I'm gonna have to agree with you on the sit. Sit Raheem Mostert. Raiders front is very good, and I got the Dolphins winning 34 to the Raiders 27.
Next up, New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. And this Giants squad, they are just atrocious. I'm going to sit any Giant offensive player, even Saquon Barkley, sit him. He's not doing good. Sit any Giant offensive player. My start is Sam Howell, though, or the Commander defense. I think they're both going to do pretty good. Watch for Sam Howell to have a 400-yard-plus game, multiple touchdown game. I think he's going to light up this score sheet. Give me the Commanders winning big. I think the Giants are going to be looking for something after this one. Give me the Commanders winning 42-17 over the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants are pretty trash, and for that reason, I'm going to sit anybody on their offense too. But I will start Brian Robinson Jr., for the Washington Commanders. He has been kind of mediocre, but I think he could have a big game against this terrible New York Giants team. And I got the Washington Commanders winning 24 to the Giants 0.
Next up, Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. This is just a quick and easy sit for you. Bryce Young, he doesn't deserve to have a role in any fantasy offense if you have him. Along with Adam Thielen, I don't think he's going to do very good. My start, though, Tony Pollard has been kind of mediocre. I'm going to start Tony Pollard, though. I think he does pretty good. Also start, if you have them, the Dallas Cowboys defense. I think they have a pretty good game as well. Give me the Cowboys winning. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than people are saying. I think it's a little bit closer. I think they still put up a fight. Give me the Cowboys winning 28-24 over the Panthers.
Yeah, this one goes without saying, but just don't start anybody from this Panthers offense, or if you have the Panthers defense, don't start them either because they are going to get lit up this week. And honestly, it's very hard for me to choose a start in this game on the Dallas Cowboys side of the ball. But start Dak Prescott. I mean, he should not throw an interception in this game, and if he does, I think he deserves the flack that's going to come with that. But I got the Cowboys winning 49 to the Panthers 7.
Ooh. Next up, Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm going to sit. This is going to be kind of a weird sit. Well, not weird, but I'm going to sit Trevor Lawrence alongside Calvin Ridley. Neither of them is going to do anything good. I don't think they're going to do bad by any means. I don't think they're starting worthy. I don't think they're going to play very good. And I'm going to start Travis Etienne. I think he's going to have a bounce-back game. I think the Jaguars are going to really focus on the run game and getting the win against the Titans. I think it's going to be a lot closer again. I think there's going to be a lot closer games this week. Give me the Jaguars winning 21-17 over the Titans. I don't think this is going to be a blowout for the Jaguars like a lot of people think.
Yeah, see, you said to sit one of the Jaguars wide receivers. I'm going to start one of the Jacksonville wide receivers. Start Christian Kirk. I think he'll put up some numbers against this Tennessee Titans defense. And sit DeAndre Hopkins. He has not produced he's been mediocre to say the best this year. He had one good week. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars 27 to the Tennessee Titans 17.
Next up, Cardinals taking on the Texans, and big name on campus, C.J. Stroud. If you picked him up on the waiver wire, good job. He has been lights out. He's the pickup of the year. My start, though, I'm going to start Noah Brown. He's had back-to-back 150-yard-plus games. I think he's going to go off again against his Cardinals defense. He's a good waiver wire pickup if you can get him alongside Devin Singletary, who had a good game last week. My sit, though, I'm going to sit James Conner. He came back from his injury. He had an okay week last week against the Falcons. I don't think he's going to do very much. I think the Texans, watch out. They're gonna win the AFC South. They're the sleeper to win. Jacksonville loses this week. They get the lead in the AFC South. Watch for the Texans to win. Give me the Texans winning 35-24 over the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think if C.J. Stroud can get this team to the playoffs, he'll be an MVP candidate.
I can agree with that.
And that's why I'm going to start C.J. Stroud. I mean, he has been lights out the past couple of weeks. And if you have Tank Dell, I'd start him alongside C.J. Stroud. But I'm going to sit James Conner. Like Brody said, not a very good week last week, underperformed. And give me the Texans 28 to the Cardinals 13.
Following that, Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the 49ers. And the 49ers, they had a good week last week. I think they're going to continue they have these streaky wins and then losses. I think they're going to get another win here. I think it's going to be a big win, and that's why I'm going to start Brock Purdy if you have him. He's going to have a big game. Watch for Deebo Samuel. He could be an underrated but bench player if you have him on your bench to play. I'm going to sit Rashard White and Baker Mayfield. I don't think they do very good against this 49er defense. I think the 49ers are going to win big. Give me the 49ers winning 30-20 over the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I think the Buccaneers are going to kind of struggle against this very powerful 49ers defense. So for that reason, I don't really know who to start in this game, to be completely honest. But Mike Evans, he's Mr. Reliable, in my opinion. He always puts up 15 points. And sit, I'm going to contradict you, Brody. I'm going to sit Brock Purdy. He just has not shown me anything. He hasn't shown me consistency. He hasn't played very good, these past 3 weeks. So give me the 49ers winning the game, 34 to Buccaneers 17.
Next up, NFC West matchup between the Seahawks and the Rams. Both these teams, they've been playing fine. The Seahawks have the division lead currently with the 49ers. Are tied for first place. But I think this is going to come down to if they play and who sits and who starts, because Puka Nacua and Tyler Lockett, they're both questionable going into the game. And if Tyler Lockett doesn't play, start Jackson Smith and Jigba. And if Puka Nacua does play, I would start Puka Nacua. My sit, though, of the week, I'm going to sit any Rams running back alongside Matthew Stafford. I don't think they do very good. For some reason, I think this is going to be a really close game. I think it's going to be up to the nail. and it's just going to kind of come down to the wire. And that's why I think the Rams are going to somehow get a win here. I don't know why. I have a feeling they're going to get a win. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Rams fan. I think they're going to get a win. Give me the Rams winning 22-21 over the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit Tyler Lockett. I mean, he's questionable coming into today. He's had a couple good weeks.
Yes.
I will say that, but I don't think he performs very well this week. And start Puka Nacua if he is going to be able to play the game. If he isn't, start Cooper Kupp. I mean, it's kind of a trade-off between those two guys. And I also think the Rams could very likely win this game. So give me the Rams 33 to the Seahawks 27.
High scoring. Next up, Jets taking on the Bills. And a lot of questions behind this Bills team. Just fired their offensive coordinator. That's why I'm going to sit Josh Allen alongside Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is going to be on Sauce Gardner. I don't think that's going to be a very good matchup for him. And Josh Allen, he's going to have no more targets to go through. Gabe Davis has not been playing good. I don't think this is a very good game from him. I don't know. I don't think they do very good. My start, Garrett Wilson, he's questionable. I think he's going to be active and he's going to play good. I think this is going to be a big game for the Jets. And if they can go to 500, possibly get closer and closer to making the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers on the horizon, so watch out. My score prediction, I think the Jets squeak away with this one. I think the Bills are going to go under 500, and it's going to be a lot of questions. Give me the Jets winning 28-24 over the Bills.
Yeah, I honestly think the Jets are going to win this game. I mean, after the Bills' performance the last week, that was just mind-blowing. So for that reason, I'm sitting Josh Allen, really anybody on this Bills defense, along with, their coach, their offensive coordinator getting fired. And start Breece Hall. Hasn't scored very many touchdowns, but I think he could tear up this secondary-heavy Buffalo defense. And I got the Jets winning 20 to the Buffalo Bills 13.
Sunday Night Football, Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. And the Vikings, they have been really good without Justin Jefferson. They might get him back, and if they do, please start him. But if they don't, please start Jordan Addison. I think he's going to still do good. Josh Dobbs is also a good start if you want to. I think he's viable. I do think my sit, though, is going to be Javonte Williams. He had a fine week last week. I don't think he does it again. Give me the Broncos winning this one, though. I like the Broncos for some reason against this Vikings defense. Give me the Broncos. I think it's going to be a nail-biter again. Give me the Broncos winning 31-30 over the Vikings.
Yeah, for my sit, it's a bit of a weird one here, but T.J. Hawkinson, he's questionable once again. And start Russell Wilson. He has played very well. Very underrated fantasy quarterback. 18 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And I also think the Broncos could win this game after what happened last week. So I got the Broncos winning 24 to the Vikings 17.
Monday Night Football, arguably the biggest matchup possibly of the season. Eagles taking on the Chiefs, and this is going to lay a lot of groundwork for the rest of the season. Super Bowl rematch from last year. It's going to be a big game. I would start Isaiah Pacheco. I think he's going to actually do pretty good. I would also start Devontae Smith if you have him. I think he'll be pretty decent alongside A.J. Brown. And my sit is going to be kind of not a weird one, but just with the teams and the players that are on these offensive. DeAndre Swift, I would sit him. He's had a few good weeks. He's kind of been mediocre. He's been bouncing around. I'm going to sit him. My score prediction, a lot of people aren't going to like this. I think the Eagles win big. I don't think it's going to be a very close game. Give me the Eagles winning 35-20 over the Chiefs.
I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Start anybody from this Eagles offense. Sit any offensive player from the Chiefs. I think this game will show the Chiefs are frauds.
They are.
Give me the Eagles winning 38 to the Chiefs 14.
Thanks for tuning in today, folks. I'm Brody Heidemann, joined alongside Peyton Parker with the Wingspan, the official news source of Gretna East.